Have you ever been in a conversation where someone speaks English to you and you understand the first word, then the second, then suddenly everything becomes noise? You smile, you nod, you act like you understand, but inside your mind, there is only confusion. And after the conversation ends, you replay it again and again, thinking, I should have understood that. Why am I so slow? If that has ever happened to you, then listen carefully, because the problem is not your English. The problem is how you are listening. And today, I want to show you something simple but powerful that can completely change the way you understand and speak English in real life. Not in theory, not in textbooks, but in real conversations like work, friends, meetings, and daily life. Because English is not an exam. It is a reaction. Imagine this real situation. You are at work. Your colleague walks up to you and says quickly, Hey, can you forward me the file from yesterday's meeting? I need it before the client call. You catch only parts of it. File, yesterday, client. The rest disappears. Now your heart starts beating faster. You don't want to look confused, so you say, Yes, okay, I will do it. But honestly, you are not sure what you agreed to. And this is exactly where most learners get stuck. Not because they don't know English, but because their brain is trying to translate every word instead of understanding the meaning. Now here is the shift you need to make. Stop listening like a student. Start listening like a human being in a situation. Because in real life, people don't speak in perfect grammar. They speak in fast ideas. So instead of trying to understand every word, train your brain to catch only 3 things. What is the topic? What is the action? What is the time or urgency? Let's go back to that sentence. Can you forward me the file from yesterday's meeting? I need it before the client call. Now simplify it in your mind. File right arrow work document. Yesterday meeting, old discussion. Before client call right arrow urgent. Suddenly, everything becomes clear. You didn't translate, you understood. And that is the first secret of fast English improvement. But understanding alone is not enough, because real fluency starts when you respond. Now here is where the magic happens. Instead of staying silent or just nodding, you reply immediately using simple English. You say, Okay, I will send you the file from yesterday's meeting before the client call. Even if your English is simple, it is active. You are no longer a confused listener. You are part of the conversation, and something very important is happening in your brain. You are connecting listening and speaking at the same time, not separately, together. And this is how children learn language naturally. They hear, they respond, they repeat, they adjust. No grammar rules first, just interaction. Now let's take another real-life situation. You are outside with friends or colleagues. Someone says, We should probably go somewhere nice on Saturday. There's a new rooftop restaurant everyone is talking about. fast speech, natural conversation. You only catch Saturday rooftop restaurant. Instead of freezing, you respond naturally. Oh, a rooftop restaurant sounds nice for Saturday. Is it popular? You didn't need perfect understanding. You used what you had. And that is real communication. But here is something most people never realize. Every 20 to 30 seconds in a real conversation, there is a chance for you to stay active. You can repeat what you understood, ask a simple question, confirm meaning, or rephrase the idea. For example, if someone says, "It's usually hard to get a table there," you respond, "So it's difficult to book a table there." That small sentence does something powerful. It keeps you inside the conversation. And the longer you stay inside conversations, the faster your English grows. Because fluency is not built in silence. It is built in interaction. Now let's talk about the turning point. Because if you practice this method even for a few days, something changes inside you. At first, you are careful. Then you start noticing patterns. Then you start predicting meaning. And finally, you stop translating completely. Let's go back to that workplace situation again. Same sentence from your boss. Can you summarize the report from yesterday's meeting and send it before lunch? But now your reaction is different. No panic, no confusion, no freezing. You hear the idea immediately. Report yesterday, summarize before lunch. And you respond, "Yes, I'll summarize it and send it before lunch." Simple, calm, confident. And your boss just moves on. But inside you, something has changed. You are no longer afraid of English. You are using it. And that is the real transformation. Because confidence in English is not about big vocabulary. It is about staying in the conversation without fear. Now let's make this even more practical. From today, whenever you hear English in real life, do this. Don't stop listening. Don't wait to understand everything. Don't stay silent. Instead, catch meaning. Respond immediately. Use simple English. Ask one question if needed. For example, "I understand you need this before the meeting, right?" That is enough. Clear, natural, effective. And over time, your brain stops translating. It starts reacting. And that is fluency, not perfection. Now here is the final truth. You are not bad at English. You are just slow at switching from listening to speaking. But once you train that switch, everything changes. You will notice that conversations become easier. You will stop fearing fast speakers. You will stop thinking, "I can't understand." And you will start thinking, "I got this." Because English is not about perfect grammar. It is about real expression in real time. English is not about perfection. It's about expression. If you want real-life English, subscribe for more, because the next video might be exactly what you need.